The movie kicks off with a seasoned fisherman setting out to sea like he's done countless times before. He throws his net from the boat, but it snags on something below. Diving down to free it, he finds himself surrounded by a massive school of fish, unable to resurface. Meanwhile, a lighthouse keeper in Germany gets a call about current events but is interrupted by a signal on her monitor. She rushes to check it out. Charlie has to swim to Judy's buoy to retrieve a sensor tangled in fishing nets. In Canada, strange events unfold. Leon, a young whale expert, rushes to Vancouver's City Beach where a huge killer whale washed ashore hours ago. After inspecting the creature, he heads to the fishing dock to find out who harmed it. An old fisherman shows Leon the damaged side of his boat, claiming they had to fight off the whale to save themselves. Charlie and her new buddy send a fixed sensor into the ocean to track marine life. They spot methane ice fragments around, more than usual. Leon hears the whales and discovers they've been spotted in different spots along the coast. He calls his girlfriend Lizzie, who's out with tourists to see killer whales. A massive whale appears next to Leon's boat, followed by a pod of orcas. Lizzie takes the tourists on deck to watch, amazed. But the whale's odd behavior worries Leon. His warning comes too late, the whale hits the boat, and Leon rushes to help the survivors. Now, the orcas are hunting the tourists, and Leon can't save Lizzie. The scene changes to a French eatery. After getting fresh seafood from the market, the cook intends to make lobsters, but one of them squirts an unknown substance at him. Despite wiping it off, the chef and 2 others feel sick by evening. Sadly, the chef passes away that night, and the young cooks are rushed to the ICU, awaiting test results to figure out what happened. Meanwhile, a Norwegian ship in the sea lowers a camera to observe a strange event, an invasion of ice worms. Some specimens are brought up for examination, revealing a new trait: these creatures have teeth and reproduce rapidly. A committee is formed, confirming the discovery of a new worm and bacteria species. Leon chats with a fishing boat owner who witnessed humpback whales attacking other boats the previous day. Leon notes another anomaly: the ship's bottom returning from the sea is coated with an unusual amount of mollusks. A team of scientists sends a sampler to the seafloor to check where the worms were found, but a methane leak causes an explosion. The ship survives, but the team is shaken. They fear not only the operation mishap but also the test results. Apart from the warmth on the seabed, there are bacteria that consume ice and can reach the depths. Jazz records a video for Charlie when something strange occurs, and the monitors show alarming readings. The water beneath the ship starts bubbling, pulling it downward. The scene switches to Venice. A young lover recites poetry on a bridge when his book falls into the canal. They forget the book when they spot a bizarre sight: thousands of huge jellyfish surfacing. Analysis of the chef's infected bacteria reveals a new strain that feeds on blood cells. It turns out more people have died after dining at the coastal restaurant. Leon asks for permission to examine a killer whale's body to study how pollution affects them and if it's linked to their changing behavior. Inside, they find nothing alarming except for an unknown substance in its brain. This discovery is sent for analysis. Meanwhile, another victim, a young man from a car wash, shows signs of infection. Scientists connect the dots and realize the bacteria spread from a restaurant through the water supply system. As more whale attacks are reported, Leon notices a pattern: all incidents coincide with the whale's migration. To confirm his theory, he sails to where the whales rest during their sleep. The dive nearly ends in disaster, but Leon successfully attaches a camera to a whale before escaping. Cigar learns that the Japanese also discovered the worms but haven't shared the information. Recordings from the cameras reveal that the whale pod encountered strange glowing at the seabed. Meanwhile, a coastal village faces an invasion of crabs. Further exploration of the seabed reveals that an oil and gas company's unauthorized drilling damaged it severely. Leon sneaks into a guarded port area to collect more samples but gets caught and arrested. The next morning, Mr. Sato, the Japanese ship owner, contacts Leon. He asks him not to trespass again but promises access to all materials for study. Charlie receives Jess's recorded message only after the tragedy. After calming down, she notices some strange things in the recording, like a glow behind the porthole. Crabs are being brought to the lab, appearing on the surface worldwide, all filled with a strange substance that sucks blood cells. Charlie watches the video over and over, trying to figure out what else is off. Finally, she hears a sound similar to the one from the deep-sea recording. She contacts the lab, showing them the recording piece that caught her attention. But her stern boss, Katerina, dismisses it all as random noise. She tells Charlie to finish up and shut down for winter without any wild theories. After cooling off, though, Katerina decides to test the hypothesis. A helicopter with scientists and a deep-water device arrives on the island. Seeger delivers the device to Charlie and is about to leave when emergency messages arrive about a tsunami. Seeger warns Charlie, and they rush to the conference. Scientists report that the bacteria they found are infecting humans intentionally, and soon everyone will have to flee from water sources. Leon tries to warn his fisherman pals, but they refuse to leave the sea. Rahim meets Leon at the Institute for a scientific conference. The brightest minds gather to discuss the ongoing situation, and most believe there's a mysterious force trying to push people away from the ocean. Only Katerina stands against the crowd. She sticks to her years of experience and convictions, urging the group to find a logical, science-based explanation. Despite their mentor's objections, the scientists present their theory to the public, convincing the government that sea creatures infected with bacteria are deliberately attacking humans. They even dub the newfound intelligence. However, top officials respond with irony, suggesting scientific solutions over negotiating with an unknown entity. Astrophysicist Samantha Grove supports the scientists. Unlike politicians, she carefully examines the report and agrees that the strange sounds resemble an unfamiliar language from another world. Furthermore, her team captures the same signal in Antarctica. Another influential figure, Japanese Mifuno, backs Seeger's theory and agrees to fund his expedition, hoping it will save the world. Seeger gathers the team and announces the mission's start. He advises everyone to weigh the risks, and those ready to commit will depart for the Arctic in 48 hours. The scientists return home to bid farewell to their loved ones and warn them of their departure. Despite pleas to stay, everyone knows this is their last chance to make things right. According to calculations, the largest concentration of intelligent bacteria resides in an Antarctic valley, possibly existing for millions of years. The team prepares to make contact, each playing their part while giving interviews to a young journalist. Finally, the gear on this vessel starts buzzing with interference, and the researchers get ready to catch a signal from the mysterious organism. Sarah, Mifuno's aide, sits beside Leon at the table and admits she wouldn't have believed in their theory if it weren't for her boss, whose intuition has proven right over the years. Samantha is scheming. She plans to blend a human child's scream into the organism's audio signal and send it back to show they're willing to communicate. Charlie asks a colleague to take her down in the diving gear to the bottom. The ship anchors, and the researchers start sending the sound message. Meanwhile, the adventurous pair gets into the capsule, prepping to dive deep. The whole team eagerly waits for any reaction, and finally, movement appears on the radar, and sensors catch a sound signal. The capsule team tries to contact the bridge to report their fans are acting up and they're low on oxygen, but communication fails. The head pilot, Luther, is set to return, but Charlie spots movement and switches off the lights, waiting to see what unfolds. On the ship, they also spot something approaching. Seeger insists the captain calls back the submarine, but they can't reach them. Luther doesn't want to take more risks, so he hoists the boat back onto the ship. A hatch opens to take the capsule into a special compartment. Charlie notices a strange glow around them, but she keeps quiet about it. Meanwhile, Samantha announces they've made contact, the sound signal is back, and the child's cry has been changed, indicating the bacteria understood the human message. Dr. Chase is searching for a way to cure those already infected by the bacteria. Luther tells the reporter that he didn't see anything in the depths and thinks Charlie's sightings were just in her head, like the concept of intelligence. Despite this, Samantha tries to decode the ER messages to form a signal the intelligence might understand. While in the capsule compartment, the journalist notices a glow in the pool. Then the ship's lights go out, and interference occurs. When things are back to normal, the captain sees the journalist's body on the monitor. Chase tries to help her and finds a liquid resembling cerebrospinal fluid on her lips. Samantha informs everyone that during the voltage search, there was a signal surge, thought to originate from inside the ship, according to the astrophysicist. Charlie hears her colleagues but can't bring herself to admit they brought bacteria into the pool. Leon visits the girl covered in strange spots, asking for help to take a spinal fluid sample. The doctor shares the analysis results, finding the same substance in Alicia's spinal cord as in marine creatures. Chase thinks the bacteria were trying to merge with her cells, and Charlie confesses seeing the glow enter the ship. Samantha records a new Earth message, including an audio image from the astrophysicist. Charlie goes into the sealed compartment without permission, and the pool starts glowing again, forming unusual shapes with the light. At that moment, Samantha gets a response message from the entity with an image. Mr. Mifuno's helicopter lands on the ship as he wants to witness the opening. Seeger shows him the pool camera recording and the image sent in response to Samantha's message, revealing the ancient super ocean that once surrounded them. Scientists emphasize that the Earth is their home for much longer than humans, and they only wish for the oceans to be preserved and unharmed. Encouragingly, the entity is responding to messages, offering a chance for negotiation and peace talks. Meanwhile, Chase develops a drug to eliminate blood cell-consuming bacteria. This news sparks debate among the team. Mifuno proposes testing the substance in the pool to eradicate the threat completely. However, Seeger disagrees, preferring to explore negotiation options with the Earth entity first. Chase suggests a compromise, proposing to test the drug in the pool but refrain from releasing it into the open ocean hastily. The team gathers to witness the experiment. As Chase administers the drug into the water, a chilling scream pierces the air, causing glass to shatter. The captain receives alarming reports of the ship malfunctioning and being trapped amidst Antarctic waters, surrounded by icebergs. A collision with an iceberg leads to an unexpected phenomenon. A blue glow transports the ship elsewhere. The captain orders the engine started to break free from Earth's control, questioning why they don't deploy all available drug into the water. Seeger explains the consequences of their reckless actions, emphasizing the necessity for a truce. As the team deliberates negotiation strategies, the Earth entity ensnares the ship between icebergs. Charlie rushes to the capsule with Luther's body, intending to offer it as a gesture of obedience. However, she alters her plan underwater, injecting Luca's essence into her heart to merge with the Earth entity. Under UR's control, Luther's body facilitates the ship's release, surrounded by billions of illuminating lights underwater. Charlie guides the ship to a deserted island where it awakens, gazing at the sky with radiant blue eyes. Turn on alerts, like, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. Thank you for watching.